So, divided opinion. Sneha, every time you speak to two different individuals, they might have different opinions. And one supporting the drive because they say that the inconvenience that they were constantly facing in the locality
Amit, we'll just come back to you for more on that. Be with us. I'm just going to go straight to Harish Khurana, Delhi BJP leader. Thank you so much for your time. The criticism is that the MCD, which has been controlled by the BJP for 15 long years, is doing all of this because this is propaganda. When you don't need bulldozers, why roll them in? In Shaheen Bagh, there weren't any encroachments yesterday. The MCD's bulldozer had to go back without carrying out any demolition drive. What's really going on, Mr. Khurana?
See, I'm not able to understand why these people are opposing these illegal encroachment. Illegal encroachment is not allowed in the whole country, including Delhi. And I don't know why they're giving a communal angle on this. I mean, Bulldozer never see a communal, whether it's a Hindu or a Muslim. Nobody is above the law. If you have done an illegal encroachment, that has to be removed. The law says that. And I don't understand why these people are opposing it. Point number one. Point number two, BJP is not doing any. This is the 40th drive which has been taken care this year. May we are sitting in a May. This is the 40th drive we are doing at MCD. We're doing a 40th drive on this issue. But they are raising an issue on Mangolpuri because they want to see a communal angle in this. They are opposing Shaheen Bagh because they see again Hindu-Muslim over there. They are not opposing Vishwasnagar. They are not opposed New Friends Colony. They are not opposed Gandhinagar. We have done there also. There we have a Hindu majority, so they don't want that. I don't understand. These are the people who support them. First, they favor illegal encroachment, and then when MCD does the removal drive, they oppose it.
Okay, but Mr. Khurana, my question to you is very specific. There are residents who've been saying, and this is not just Shaheen Bagh, in New Friends Colony as well, where many of them have actually come out and said, we don't even need a bulldozer. Yes, there are encroachments, but remove them like the way you're doing it. You're doing it for optics. You're doing it to send out a message. This is propaganda. By rolling in the bulldozers, we know that has been your catchphrase in UP as well, when you won the elections in UP.
The Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court already said, without bulldozer, you can't remove the encroachments. I mean, we need some device to remove the encroachments. Only bulldozer can do the encroachment. So my point is, why are they politicizing it? I mean, we are doing it for the sake of the local resident only. And trust me, the people from the different localities, the local areas are calling us up and congratulating us that you have done it. You're doing a very good drive. We are happy. 60 feet wide road has been encroached to 30 feet now. I mean, people are fed up of these encroachments, illegal encroachments. So if we are trying to clean the Delhi, if we are trying to remove these encroachments, I don't know if these political parties why they are opposing it. I don't understand till date. I mean, they don't want a clean Delhi. They don't want a encroachment-free Delhi. I don't know.
Unusual about it is what the BJP is essentially saying. Thank you so much, Harish Khurana. Yes, this is political. Why? Because look at the optics of it. The bulldozer. And this bulldozer essentially has been the symbol of BJP's victory in the state of UP in the recently concluded Uttar Pradesh elections as well. Is this not propaganda is the question, not just the opposition, but many residents are also asking. Pictures on your screens are from New Friends Colony where the drive is being carried out. On the right side, the bulldozer, they're doing its job at Delhi's Mangolpuri. Amit Bhardwaj continues to be with us. Amit, once again for our viewers, take us through the details of what is expected in days to come, given that the bulldozer drive will be carried out. The anti-encroachment drive is going to be carried out up until the 13th of May.
Well, Sneha, one interesting visual that is coming from the ground zero right now in NFC is that not only the street events has been done away with, not only the temporary encroachments on the public land had been done away with, the visuals, live visuals that you are seeing on the screen, my colleague video journalist Ankit Khandelwal is showing you. These are the visuals of the railing outside a bungalow in NFC area. You know, in many parts of Delhi, you see a habit of locals putting out garden right outside their bungalows and their houses, and this particular one was built up on the footpath in NFC, and the grills, iron grills that were put up to protect the garden, this particular garden that has been set up on the footpath in NFC has been removed, is being removed by the MCD officials. Right there on your screens, the bulldozer is at work. It is rolling in the NFC area, and this particular bungalow in the NFC, their garden is being sort of demolished. The iron grills have been removed by these civic body officials, and we'll also try to cut across to the people who own this particular house. We'll try to speak to them. But those are the visuals on the ground. This particular iron railing, the boundary wall that had been put to protect the garden outside a bungalow in NFC has been demolished by the civic body officials. So Sneha,
Yes.
The owner of the house is actually questioning the entire drive. We'll try to speak to them. We'll try to speak to them whether a notice was given to them, whether they were given prior notice, prior intimation by the civic body officials before carrying out this demolition activity in this particular area. Ma'am, is this your house?
Yes, what is this regarding?
Ji. Yeah. This.
I just want to know what is this happening? Why are you people here?
No, MCD officials have just removed the demolition, the encroachment outside the house. So we just wanted to know whether you were given prior intimation.
Given any
Any intimation? No, we have not given any intimation. Otherwise, we are staying since past 22 years. So nothing has been told. Nothing has been given in writing or whatever. This is not right. You could have just told us before.
Is this a shocking visual for you?
Yeah,
They
exactly.
were passing by. I was seeing from upstairs. I didn't even know that they were going to come here.
There was no notice.
There was no notice at all.
So do you realize, is this a sort of an encroachment that was done because the MCD
I mean,
officials-
clearly we are living here for 25 years. If it was illegal, it should have been broken down a long time back.
There was nothing that was carried out before this.
No, nothing at all. Nothing at all.
What's your name, ma'am?
I'm Meghna. Meghna Nair. This is my house.
So there was no notice, and MCD is saying today that they are removing the encroachments on the roads of NFC. They are doing away with the illegal constructions on the roads of New Friends Colony.
There was no notice. Nothing has been told us. Nothing has been told us. Otherwise, we wouldn't have done it.
Just a second, please.
So do you think this was, it's not illegal, or...
Can I know who's getting this done? Can I just...
North MCD authorities are doing.
Are they here? Are they a part of this? Is there a DCP involved? Is there somebody here?
You can go on the other side of the road and speak to them. So clearly, the house owner of this particular bungalow is saying that there was no prior intimation, warning given to them before demolishing the iron grills or the garden that has been built up by the bungalow owner right here in the NFC area. And
Just come back
the
to you,
lady
Amit, for more on that. Amit was just having a word with residents who are in fact puzzled and angry at what's really going on. Where was the warning? Is the question that many of them are asking. Not particularly affected by the drive, but still upset at what's happening in their colony. Be with us. Anil Bhardwaj is with us as well. He is a Congress leader. He used to be an MLA in the past. Thank you so much for your time, Anil Bhardwaj. We just had a word with the BJP a few minutes ago, and they say, what is the problem of the opposition? My question to you is that if encroachments are there, if a bulldozer is being used, what really is the problem with it?
देखिए, हमारा स्पष्ट मत है कांग्रेस पार्टी का कि बुलडोजर एक राजनीतिक टूल के रूप में इस्तेमाल ना हो। जो इंक्रोचमेंट सरकारी जमीन पे है, हमने रिमूव करने से मना नहीं किया। हमारा ये कहना है कि वो न्यायपूर्ण हो, रूल ऑफ लॉ है इस देश में। अगर आप किसी को नोटिस भेजते हैं टाइमली, आज 15 साल से पिछले म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन दिल्ली में बीजेपी का शासन है, अब इतनी आपाधापी क्यों? जब लोग ये इतने टाइम में ये बन रहे थे तो इनको कौन संरक्षण दे रहा था, कौन प्रोटेक्ट कर रहा था इन इलीगल कंस्ट्रक्शंस को? उनको भी कहीं ना कहीं हैंग होना चाहिए, उनकी भी जवाबदेही तय होनी चाहिए। वो एजेंसी जिसके ऑफिसर्स इनको बनवाने में इन्वॉल्व रहे। अगर आप देखते हैं कि म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन के बिना एक ईंट नहीं लग सकती किसी के रेजिडेंस में या शॉप पे, और आज आप गरीब आदमी पे डर पैदा कर रहे हैं। आप रेहड़ी पटरी का जो अधिनियम संरक्षण कानून 2014 का है, उसको दोनों सरकारों ने 8 साल में लागू नहीं किया है। आज गरीब आदमी अपनी रोजी रोजगार से बहुत परेशान है और वो लगातार भय के साए में जी रहा है, उस पर और दबाव है। तो हम ये समझते हैं कि आपाधापी गलत है, इसको न्यायपूर्ण तरीके से होना चाहिए, इस पे भेदभाव ना हो, और इस तरह से नहीं कि आप किसी विद्वेष की भावना से इस तरह का डेमोलेशन का अभियान चलाएं।
कह रहे हैं कि अगर बुलडोजर चलता है तो वो सैनिक फार्म में क्यों नहीं चलता, वो न्यू फ्रेंड्स कॉलोनी, जसोला विहार, इन एरियाज में क्यों चलता है, खास करके शाहीन बाग और जसोला विहार जो कि माइनॉरिटी डोमिनेटेड है?
नहीं, हमारा सवाल ये है कि धर्म और जाति के चश्मे से नहीं देखना चाहिए, लेकिन ये भी सच है कि जिस तरह से डेमोलेशन को टारगेट किया जा रहा है, डेमोलेशन हमने कहा न्यायपूर्ण होना चाहिए, उसमें भेदभाव नजर नहीं आना चाहिए। आज जो गरीब आदमी है, आप उसकी तरफ देख ही नहीं रहे, आप उसकी सुन ही नहीं रहे। वहाँ आप लगातार कोशिश कर रही है म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन के टारगेट करने की। अरे भैया, 15 साल से कौन लोग जिम्मेदार हैं? आप लगातार सत्ता में थे, कौन लोग जिम्मेदार हैं इलीगल कंस्ट्रक्शन के? कौन जिम्मेदार है इस तरह के इंक्रोचमेंट के?
तो आपका ये कहना है कि ये पहले क्यों नहीं हुआ? इलीगल एंक्रोचमेंट से बने तो 15 साल से बीजेपी एमसीडी में, ये पहले क्यों नहीं हुआ? ये अब क्यों हो रहा है?
और अगर आप आज भी करते हैं तो उसका एक रूल ऑफ लॉ है ना, आप नोटिस दीजिए, बताइए। ऐसे थोड़ी आप लगातार आपके ऑफिस से, बीजेपी के ऑफिस से आदेश जाए और आदेश गुप्ता जी के आदेश पे 24 घंटे से कम समय में डेमोलेशन शुरू हो जाए। ये तो एक गरीब आदमी को थ्रेट हो गई भाई। ये शहर है, इस शहर के लोग पहले ही कोविड में इतने परेशान रहे, जब भी आपसे जवाब मांगे आप उस पर तो बात नहीं करती। म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन कहाँ थी? इतना बड़ा स्वच्छता अभियान का बजट कहाँ गया? दिल्ली में क्या हालात है? और भी काम है म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन के, उन पे ध्यान कभी नहीं गया। अच्छा, अगर आप करते भी हैं तो उसको हमने कहा है लगातार कि आप उसको भेदभाव ना करिए, आप उस पर न्यायपूर्ण कार्रवाई करिए। ये क्या है कि आप किसी जगह को टारगेट कर रहे हैं, किसी को छोड़ रहे हैं? ये दिस इज नो वे, रूल ऑफ लॉ है।
दिस इज नो वे, ओके। All right, thank you so much, Anil Bhardwaj, for joining us. So you heard from the BJP and the Congress. Undoubtedly, this is not going to die down anytime soon. Interesting because, Amit, elections also of the MCD are pending. It's round the corner. We'll just try and connect with Amit Bhardwaj in a bit from now, but these are visuals, in fact, from New Friends Colony, where there were encroachments. We also heard a few minutes ago from residents who are live on our channel talking about the fact that there was no warning given. Now, the rules require the MCD to issue warnings. Was this not done is the big question. On the right side are these pictures coming in from Mangolpuri, where the bulldozers have also rolled in. Amit Bhardwaj continues to be with us. Amit, you were speaking to a few women there just now, who say that no warning was given, no prior warning was given. Were they affected by this drive as well? What else did they tell you?
Sneha, that was the bungalow whose, the garden on the footpath was demolished by the MCD officials, and these are the live visuals from NFC. The bulldozer has completely pulled down, raised down the boundary wall of another bungalow in the New Friends Colony, and the police officials are continuously asking the media personnel to move away from this particular construction where the boundary wall is being pulled down. The boundary wall is being pulled down by the MCD bulldozers right there. Sneha, you see the bulldozer is completely in action. The boundary wall has been done away by it has been raised down, pulled down by the bulldozer of the South MCD. However, the house owners have not come out yet to speak to the MCD officials, yet to register their, anger or protest against this drive that has been carried out. But this is a major development on the ground, because remember, Sneha, it is often interpreted that if the MCD has to act against permanent structures, permanent constructions, then there has to be a notice that needs to be served. So we'll only get to know whether this particular household was served a notice by the South MCD officials or not, only when they come out. We are trying to figure out whether the house, you see the bungalow number right here, B302, that this particular bungalow has faced the bulldozer of the South MCD. This is the bungalow which has faced the bulldozer of South MCD, and the entire boundary wall of this particular bungalow has been pulled down. The bulldozer, MCD bulldozer, kept on hitting on the big boundary wall of this particular house, and it was raised down, pulled down. This tree has also, faced the bulldozer. So this activity is going on the other side. I'll ask my colleague Ankit to show you the visuals on the other side. Yet again, another garden placed on the footpath in NFC area is being done away by the MCD officials. So this is ruthless. This is going beyond one particular section of society, one particular class category of the society. Remember, Sneha, there were continuous allegations on the South MCD officials that they are acting upon or acting against only people belonging to a specific class. But this time around, you see the bulldozer is doing its action, is in action without, without any discrimination. So what the MCD officials probably would claim after this, what BJP leaders would probably claim after this, is that there is no discrimination that is being done on their part by their officials, by the bulldozers of the South MCD, because this is unprecedented so far, the kind of anti-encroachment drives that we had seen in the national capital. Today's anti-encroachment drive is unprecedented in many manners. They have done away with the temporary encroachments, they have done away with the street vents, and now the MCD's bulldozers are ruthlessly pulling down the permanent structures, the boundary walls, as well as the gardens that have been put up on the public land, on the footpath. So this is indiscriminate demolition drive, anti-encroachment drive that is being carried out by the MCD officials on the ground. So after today's drive, Sneha, after today's drive, the BJP leaders will boast, the MCD officials, the MCD mayor, South MCD mayor will boast. He will say that, see, look at these visuals. These are the visuals. These are the proof that there is no discrimination that is being done by the BJP-led SDMC, and they will rightly claim so, because remember, these are the houses owned, these are not only buildings, these are bungalows located in the New Friends Colony area, considered to be little posh locality, elite locality of the South Delhi. And right there outside those bungalows, the South MCD's bulldozers are in action. They are pulling down the iron grills which were put up by the house owners to protect the gardens of their gardens in this particular locality. So after today's demolition drive, after today's anti-encroachment drive, the BJP leaders and the mayor of the South Delhi and the chairman of this particular area, Rajpal Singh, who is yet to be spotted, he would claim that, the media, the opposition was continuously asking questions that the MCD bulldozers run only in specific areas, are targeting the poor. But today these visuals would become a solid proof for the South MCD mayor, office bearers and the BJP to make their claim that their bulldozers run indiscriminate, irrespective of who owns the house, who owns the street vents. They do not stop. If the house belongs to a particular house community, I'll also ask my colleague to be a little away from the bulldozers, because we do not know in which direction this can blow. And I'll also ask Ankit Khandelwal to show you the bungalow number right there on the screens. The other bungalow was 302. This is bungalow number 300 that has just faced the action of the bulldozers, and it appears that this drive is going to be indiscriminate. This is ruthless. This is not going to stop until, it achieves what it was supposed to achieve. Yesterday, Sneha, there were a lot of questions that were being raised because same bulldozer yesterday had reached the neighborhood in Shaheen Bagh, but had failed to, get into action because of the protest by the locals. But today, there's an indiscriminate anti-encroachment drive that is being carried out by the MCD officials, and the police in big numbers are helping the MCD officials to, assist in this particular anti-encroachment drive. Sir, आप यहीं के रहने वाले हैं?
जी, मैं थोड़ी पास में रहता हूँ।
क्या नाम है आपका?
मेरा मोहम्मद इरफान।
क्या काम करते हैं सर?
मेरा वो प्रिंट आउट का काम है सर।
आज जिस तरह से पहले लगातार आरोप लग रहा था कि सिर्फ गरीब लोगों पे बुलडोजर चल रहा है, एक विशेष समुदाय पे बुलडोजर चल रहा है, लेकिन आज एनएफसी में अलग तस्वीर।
मालदारों पे भी चल लिया, मालदारों पे चल लिया, मगर ये तो कोठी एरिया सारा वैसा एरिया, पास हुआ हुआ एरिया सारा, उस पे भी बुलडोजर चल लिया है। तो अब गरीब आदमी तो बच ही नहीं सकता फिर किसी हाल में भी।
तो अब ये आरोप ठहरेगा नहीं ना कि सिर्फ गरीबों पे बुलडोजर चल रहा है?
अब ये तो दिखाने के लिए भी चला सकते हैं कि हम अमीरों पे भी चला रहे हैं, तो गरीबों को तो मार ही देंगे, ये गरीब तो बचेगा ही नहीं आगे।
नाराज हैं इस एक्टिविटी से?
बिल्कुल नाराज हैं। अब ये आगे ग्रिल तोड़ दी, किससे कोई नुकसान नहीं है, ग्रिल तो तोड़ी है ना आगे।
बाहर एक बाउंड्री वॉल गिरा दिया,
एक बाउंड्री गिरा दिया आगे, उससे कोई इतना नुकसान नहीं है, हो जाएगी बाउंड्री। लेकिन ये पेड़ पौधे पटरी है तो पटरी तोड़ दी, लेकिन आगे लोगों को तो मकान ही तोड़े हैं ना, ये तो खाली पटरी तोड़ी है। बाकी जहांगीरपुरी में तो मकान तोड़े, इसके बाद और कोई कॉलोनी टूटेगी।
आप लोगों को डर है कि आगे इस तरह से कॉलोनियों पे भी बुलडोजर
बिल्कुल चलेगा, गरीब कॉलोनी पे सब पे चलेगा, गरीब कॉलोनी तो सब पे बुलडोजर चलेगा।
बीजेपी तो अब कहेगी ना कि हमने अमीरों पे भी बुलडोजर चलाया है।
तो ये तो पटरी तोड़ दी है, इससे क्या हो रहा है, पटरी ग्रिल तोड़ दी, बाकी और कोई ऐसा थोड़ी कि कोई कोठी तोड़ दी या तोड़ दी पटरी तोड़ दी।
So, Sneha, the fear amongst the poor or those live in majorly densely populated area of the other side of the NFC. Now their fear has increased because of the action that they are seeing in front of their eyes. They claim that if the bulldozers have not spared the rich, what will happen to the poor in the days to come? And remember, Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Manish Sisodia, during a press conference, had made a big claim that the MCD officials are going to act against many establishments and houses in nearly 1,700 unauthorized colonies of the national capital, and they are also going to act against the slums of the national capital. So these visuals, today's visuals, where the garden, the railings of the garden are being done away with, where the boundary wall of the road, boundary wall of a bungalow is being done away with in the New Friends Colony area. So these visuals are going to send a message to many people who might think or might believe that, their establishments, their houses, their shops are illegal. What is going to happen with them? And Manish Sisodia, who is the Deputy Chief Minister of the of the Aam Aadmi Party government in Delhi, he had claimed that MCD is planning, similar anti-encroachment drives, anti-demolition drives in 1,700 unauthorized colonies of the national capital as well as the slum areas of the national capital. So today these visuals are going to further substantiate the claim of the Deputy Chief Minister of Aam Aadmi Party, and these visuals are also going to send a message, the fear amongst many people living in the unauthorized colonies of the national capital is going to get strengthened. But as far as the BJP is concerned, it will have a sug of relief because of the action that has been carried out by the South MCD today. The major allegation against the BJP so far was that it is acting against a specific community, it is acting against a specific class, the poor in the national capital. But today, when the bulldozers are carrying out the anti-encroachment drive, they are doing it in an indiscriminate manner. There is no discrimination on the ground. It is acting against the street vendors, against the fast food stalls, as well as the gardens that has been put on the footpath, as well as the boundary wall, which the MCD officials might have thought that, that is illegal, it is an encroachment. and continuously the JCB machine is rolling from one side of NFC to the other side of NFC, and the MCD officials are continuously telling the bulldozer driver, the bulldozer runner, as to where to run this bulldozer, as to where, what to raise down, what to pull down. They are being instructed, and in that particular organized, synchronized manner, the MCD officials, the bulldozer, the trucks, the vehicles of South MCD, the civic body is moving further inside the new...
All right, Amit, we'll come back to you for more on that as the coverage continues. On the other side of this break, news continues getting you all the details of the demolition drive, anti-encroachment drive being carried out in Delhi city. This politics, and residents are extremely upset about what is being done. Telling you more in just a bit.